Hi, this is Marcus from Saber Project Shop, and I am very happy to finally present to you my latest project, Snips. The Snips are heavily inspired by Ahsoka Tano's lightsabers from the Clone Wars. And let's have a look at both of those sabers. They come in this box and we have sabers and different accessories which we want to have a look at now. Both hilts are machined from aluminium with the black parts being powder coated. They feature a 7/8 inch blade holder. Let's have a look at the main hilt. So the main saber has a 2-switch setup. The first one is up here and the second one is the fourth block here in the card. Both are spring loaded, so here we have the natural spring inside, and here we have a 3D printed part with a spring printed into the part. Here we have a display pommel which is solid, and of course we also have the vented pommel for sound. Let's have a look at the chassis for the saber, which I have here. So this is a NeoPixel setup with a Pixel PCB in the front. We have two switches, an 18650 lithium ion battery, the kill switch we have here, and down there we have the soundboard. In this case it is a crystal focus saber core. So here is a huge opening, so you can either get to the USB port or to the SD card if you want to change sound fonts or any configurations of the saber. In the back we have a 28mm bass speaker. The chassis is held in place by the Covertech screw here, which I will show you in a minute. To get out the battery, you just gently tap the chassis on your wrist and then it just easily comes out. Positive is to the front, so don't mix those up. To make the saber ready for the electronics, I first take out the blade plug. So this is the blade retention screw, which I just screw a little bit and take out the blade plug. Then I will unscrew the pommel. So you see, when you look inside the saber, the switch and what it does. So when I press down here, switch plunger comes down to press the switch in the chassis. The same it is with the other switch down there, and the chassis itself is held in place by the Covertech screw, which you might be able to see here. Something else that we have to do before is change the pommel cap. So this is a solid one. It is also threaded and can be just unscrewed like this. Then we take out the vented one and screw it on here. And of course, this construction allows to align the blocks as you want to have them on your saber. Then we will unscrew the Covertech screw and take the chassis and slide it in and align it with everything. So here is the marker of the chassis screw, and then just screw it down. Screw the pommel back on, and then you're ready to go. So now you grab a 7/8 inch NeoPixel blade, pull it down, screw the blade retention screw on, and then you can start your saber.
Glad to meet you. I'm Ahsoka.
So this is, in my case, the main switch, and here in the back we have the auxiliary switch. With that we can change the colors by pressing both buttons at once, and then just rotate the saber until we have the color that we want. And press one of the buttons quickly to lock in the color. To turn off the saber, we just hold down the power on button until it retracts. Now let's have a look at the Shoto. So this is a one button setup, which is also spring loaded, and in the front of course we also have a blade plug with a genuine brass pin. The blade retention screw is hidden here, and it is a set screw, also being black of course to blend in to the saber, so it's not that visible. Like with the main one, we of course also have a solid pommel and the vented pommel. So let's have a look at the chassis that I made for the Shoto. We have a NeoPixel PCB in the front, a switch here, an 18650 battery here, and also I have the Crystal Focus saber core here. In the back there is a speaker, 22mm, and I can just take off this one because we have some pins here, pogo pins that will go onto the speaker PCB here, and it is all held in place by two magnets. So you just have to seat it here, and then it's just snaps in, and you can also just move it around a little bit, so it does not easily come off. So to prep this saber for the electronics, I'll also take out the blade plug here first. It's also easier to show you how the switch works when the light comes in from the front, and then we change here the pommel cap. We take out the vented one and just screw it on. And here we unscrew the whole pommel. So also when we look in here, you can see the plunger going down there, and here you see the chassis retention screw, the cover tag. Screw it out, and we slide in the chassis, which has the hole for the cover tag here. We have to align everything, and then just screw it down. Screw the pommel back on. And then you're ready to go. So now I grab a 7/8" blade, and I also push it in here, hold it down, take the Allen key and screw the blade retention screw into the saber to lock the blade in place, and now I can start the saber.
Right beside you, Master.
So to change color with a CFX, with a one button setup, you have to do, you press the button once and twist the saber. And then you can also switch through all the colors that you like and select it with a short press on the button. And to power down, of course, hold down the Act button. Something different about this chassis and how accessible everything is, you can just unscrew the pommel cap here to get to your SD card. So you unscrew this one, you take out this part, and then just pull on the speaker, and here you see everything that you need. Of course, you have the soundboard here, the kill switch, both of the magnets, the pogo pins for the speaker, and of course here is your SD card and your USB port of the board. And then you just, when you're finished, you just put back your speaker. It snaps right in place, and you put on the parts again, screw the cap back on, and that's it. So what is in the box? You get both of the sabers, of course, with a static pommel each and a vented pommel. We have a number of tools that you need to operate and assemble and disassemble the saber. We have two heat sinks if you want to install a tri-cree LED. We have two genuine copper caps for the switches because those are plated, and if you want to weather your saber and might scratch them a little bit, you just peel off the coating. So there is some real copper stuff. And we have a tool and an additional spare pin for the pins that you have on both of the sabers here, so you can screw them out with that, and also if you might lose one, you have a spare one. These sabers come empty, so they are mostly made for the do-it-yourself installs. You can get a chassis for all the important boards with the saber, CFX, Profi, Golden Harvest, and Verso, of course. You can also get those installed by me with Crystal Focus Saber Core. All of this comes in a box, so it will arrive safe and sound. If you do have any questions, just contact me via shop@saberproject.de or on my Instagram or Facebook, or comment below the video. This is Snips. I am Markus from Saber Project. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.